Up, y'all? Bringing you guys another video. So, to those who don't know yet, Terence Crawford will be defending his WBO welterweight title against Shawn Showtime Porter on the 20th of November 20, 2021, live over in Las Vegas, Nevada, USA at the Mandalay Bay on ESPN Plus pay-per-view. So keep that in mind. And Shawn Porter was recently interviewed by the Zenger News, and he said some pretty interesting stuff. So if you scroll down to the article, you can go check out the article for yourself. He was asked, how do you plan to defeat Terence Crawford? And Terence Crawford said, and I quote, he said, like with Errol Spence Jr., it's going to take everything that I have and all of my experiences in order to beat Terence Crawford. Replaying the Spence fight in my mind, I know there are things I left out in the ring. I also know from an intellectual standpoint, I was a step or two ahead of Spence. I think the same thing happens in this fight with Terence Crawford. I think we'll be able to find something, whether it's counterpunching, aggression, or boxing from the outside. We will be able to find certain things that are going to work for us for a significant portion of the fight, making adjustments as we go. Zenger said, how do you see the fight with Terence Crawford going? Porter said, everybody feels that my style is based on aggression and speed, but my style is solely based on being the dictator in the ring. Sometimes my style of dictating may be going forward, and sometimes it may mean going backward. But I can assure you one thing, and that's that you will see one person controlling the fight with Terence Crawford, and that will be me. For anyone who doesn't see that, look at the fight with Errol Spence Jr. and Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. Those guys were forced into fighting out of positions they have never been put in before, and that's because of me. I told y'all that I was going to do it, and I did it. My record speaks for itself. I dictate what happens and how the fight goes. Everybody's always reacted to Terence, but just like with Errol Spence Jr., prior to me, he was always the dictator. I don't think that that's something he's had to deal with as a professional, being forced to react. And then Zenger asks, how does the Terence Crawford fight end? I really do see myself being able, like I did against Errol Spence, put him in uncomfortable situations that he's never been in, forcing him to react, being able to overwhelm him, and ultimately to stop him. So here's what it's man, this is actually a long article. You can read the whole article itself, but to stop Terence Crawford, that would be a pretty impressive win for Showtime Porter. If he can somehow stop Terence Crawford, damn. Terence Crawford's it's no stranger to being hit. He's been rocked and shocked before, but not completely hurt. Porter has been knocked down a few times, but I can't recall him getting knocked out or completely hurt as well. So it's a tough fight. Don't get me wrong. It's definitely going to be a tough competitive fight. Definitely the toughest fight of Terence Crawford's career right now, in my opinion. Porter has been in there already against the likes of Keith Thurman, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia. He's fought everybody. He's fought all the top welterweights, and he'll be fighting Terence Crawford. At the end of the day, you can say this and that about Porter's career. He's very limited. All he does is being aggressive, fighting the inside, this and that. You can criticize him all you want, but at the end of the day, if you look at his resume, he's fought everybody of his generation. He's fought all of them. And you gotta give him props for that. But stopping Terence Crawford, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I could definitely see why do I keep saying Spence? Porter. I could definitely see Porter really dictating the fight early on, but I see Crawford adjusting and adapting to the situation. I think Crawford is a smarter fighter than Spence, Thurman, and Danny Garcia, in my opinion. I think Crawford is a much better boxer than those guys. I think it will be a little different. Those fights for Porter, when he fought Keith Thurman and Spence, those were really close fights. One can make the argument that he possibly won those fights. I don't think he can have a close fight with Crawford, but I think Crawford will make it look like he is the clear victor come fight night. I mean, we'll see. I'm just excited, man. I'm just excited that this fight's happening. I mean, Terence Crawford is excited himself. He's excited to get in there against one of these PBC guys to prove everybody wrong what he can bring to the table. It's a good measuring stick to compare him and Errol Spence, and hopefully that fight will happen in the future. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Like always, have a great day. All right, thanks.